You're listening to the Ecosystem Approach show. I'm Jason.
And I'm Patricia.
We discovered that human potential is severely limited when you program humans like a machine, which is standard practice today for self-improvement.
The Ecosystem Approach teaches you how to uncover your infinite potential by using natural methods that are truly revolutionary. Join us now for the Ecosystem Approach show. This is Jason and Patricia Rome for the Ecosystem Approach, talking about the main ideas that Bashar, Abraham, and Seth have talked about over the years, which was manifestation and personal evolution. And today we're talking about evolution versus accomplishment. Jason, let's review first for just a moment.
So we've spoken to, about evolution and talked about manifestation in the world and how to do it.
Yes.
The three of them, that's one thing they all had in common. They all talked about manifestation, creating your own reality, and somehow evolution was mixed up in that. So what is all that?
Yes.
Our next show is going to be about that, so we can kind of get some clarity, because when we're talking to the three of them, they want us to move forward with this alliance. They want us to go forward.
They do.
They want the world to go forward.
Yes.
They know that it didn't. Their objectives weren't accomplished.
Correct.
The way they've been channeling up to now.
Correct.
And they want some results. So the first step in that is understanding evolution.
Yes.
And I'm contrasting it with accomplishment, because accomplishment is what we get confused about.
Correct.
Because when you start talking about manifestation, we think, oh, I need a new car. Oh, I want that promotion.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I want.
I want a new house. I want a brand new wardrobe, and I personally could go on forever on that. But that is not really the goal to what we're actually trying to get to today.
Because evolution is an energy process.
Yes.
And once you have that, once you start evolving, and they talk about vibrating at a higher level.
Yes.
I don't even understand what that means. I know what evolution is.
Yes.
I'm not sure I could. There's the language in the English language to really define that. I'm gonna take a stab at it right now.
Okay.
But the truth is that it's not a definition that you can just pull out and say, "Oh yeah, I understand." It doesn't work that way.
Well, mostly because it's about energy.
It's about energy, and you have to feel it. You have to experience it.
Yes.
And what we see as we evolve, and we've been doing this for 25 years, so our evolution has been the primary goal for us as we've been doing this and working with clients over the years and seeing how they struggle to do this. There's a form of, first of all, it opens a world that most people are numb to every single day.
Yes.
And you don't interact with that world. It's, I've referred to it as like it's the greatest AI that there ever was, as opposed to but that's just one aspect of it. Today we were, I think what happened today is a good example, because we just started doing this, and it's a really nice thing. We always sit together in the morning and drink our coffee
and talk and do clearing.
Meaning
remove negative energy.
It's been so nice.
Yes.
We went outside. We were sitting. There was this tall grass that we have in the I guess you'd call it loosely a garden. And
loosely is a good term.
And we were sitting there, and we looked. I think you were the one that saw it.
We looked at. I went to get my coffee, and I saw in the back field that a deer had just been born.
And our back field. It was kind of special to us. We could feel it. There's something
about new life.
Oh yes,
and about the living and even the creation of this new life and excuse me, and the vibrations of it.
You know,
Amazing.
we were sitting there. It was sunrise. Sun was
Yes, it
just
was.
coming up,
Yes.
and we didn't last for very. I mean, we had to get going.
Yeah,
It was,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
go. We have a lot to do, and putting
Right.
up this channel is a lot of work. But it was really special in that moment.
Yes.
And I'm not sure I could describe to you the feeling, other than
Life force.
life force. It was magical.
Truly.
And this is what we do know about evolution. Most people are not in touch with their own life force.
Oh,
They're not in touch with their own essence.
no, they're not. They're not. Not at all.
And that's one of the main ingredients of being of evolution.
Correct.
Now, the problem is that in our world today, we think of it black and white.
Yes.
That either evolved or you're not.
Well, and that's evolution is a true learning process, a true energetic learning process. And in that, there's so many things and so many, I'm going to say, even avenues that you can take with just one, I'm going to say, thought.
It would be hard to measure it or put a metric to it.
Absolutely.
And it's
Yes.
it's actually a very personal process.
Yes.
It's not it's something you can say, okay, that person's evolved, that person isn't, blah blah blah.
One more time. Yes, exactly.
But
exactly.
but you can get a sense of that.
Right.
And so here's the other part of being evolved, and it hasn't been talked about. This is the missing piece.
Okay.
When
Part
they
of the
came
missing
to
piece.
us, yes,
Yes.
was the fact that when you experience this non-physical dimension, this
Yes.
energy dimension,
Yes.
you also start to see the negative energy, perceive the negative energy, not see it like a sign that says "Here I am," but you start to perceive it. You start to know where it's there, and then here's the most important part: you start to see the motive.
Of that energy.
And one of the things that we've been doing more and more is that when we try and remove it, especially with our clients, we go directly to clear the motive
Of
and the
that
power
energy.
that motive has to affect a
Yes.
particular person, that sort of thing.
And by the way, for all of it, for all of us, it's different.
Yes,
Meaning,
it is.
For what one person gets stuck in negative energy is not the same for the guy next to him. Let me say it that way.
And the negative energy has to do with your emotional story,
Yes.
which we've talked about before.
A lot.
There's two other parts here, okay?
Okay.
Self-knowledge, which
Yes.
and I put in there like it's an explosion of wisdom, creativity, intuition, personal power, but no one really gets that.
Well, but I want to say all that's true.
It's all that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what's the problem that human beings have right now.
Okay.
We can fake it. And we don't know when we're faking it or when we're not.
Well, we've been trained to fake it.
Exactly. Without being able to see the energy of negative that's blocking you, it's not possible to see yourself completely
Yeah.
without this energy process. You can't figure out self-knowledge. You can't sit there and think I'm gonna figure out who I am and
Okay.
or go out in the world and have experiences and have that tell you who you are,
But
because the negative energy frames those experiences so you don't see what you're
And-
supposed to see.
and gets in the way. But when you know something, and I'm not talking
Yeah.
about stubborn,
Yeah.
but when you know something, you know it, and you know it within who you are, because you're the part of you that is real, the part of you that
Is authentic.
is authentic. That was the word I
Yes.
was looking for. Thank you. It's there. And now, doesn't mean you can't question it, because in this day and age, we do need to question so much.
Here's
It's-
the last part of this for the
Okay.
show that we're going to do next Tuesday. So
Okay.
it's about accomplishment, and people focus on accomplishment because it's tangible.
Yes.
But what we see, a lot of accomplishment is granted by other people. And when that happens, you have rules and objectives and even a frame
I was going to say a game plan, but
that
okay.
you have to abide by that can interfere with your own evolution.
Well, and in that, it causes a toxicity
Yes.
that actually blocks you from not only who you are, but your purpose in life.
So watch our show on Tuesday.
Please do.
It'll be amazing. You're gonna learn a lot,
Yeah.
and this is really, really important stuff. And we'll talk to you in the next show.
Be sure to watch the full version of the show that we're talking about here. See the link below. This is Patricia and Jason talking about the ecosystem approach. Join us, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Ecosystem Approach show with Jason and Patricia. I'm Patricia. Tune in every week as we discuss practical ways to apply the ecosystem approach and develop your potential to live your life on your terms. For more information, visit our website at theecosystemapproach.org.